We will learn how to create a lead capture Voiceflow chatbot together with make.com and Google Sheets. Here you can see the leads I captured for this example: name, property type they are trying to buy, location, budget, email. Check the link below for my course where you will learn how to build any AI automation Voiceflow chatbot. Let's start in Voiceflow. So I'm gonna go here, say talk, text, and I'm gonna say this. Hello, welcome to Brick Agency. What kind of property are you looking to buy? You can get this template and extra resources below. Then I'm gonna say listen, capture. So we're gonna say create a new, no, not entity, create a new variable below. So here, create a new variable, property type, create variable. Next. Let me go here and create another text. Which location are you interested in? And then I'm gonna say listen, capture, and then I'm gonna make a new variable, location, create variable. Let's make one for the budget. So text again and paste what's your budget range, and then listen for capture. We're gonna have create a variable budget. You can also ask about bedrooms and bathrooms and stuff, but I will just ask about a name and email, and that's it. So let me say talk. It's gonna be may I get your name, and then I'm gonna say capture and a new variable, name, and let's make another talk, text. Enter your email, please, and then this is the last one. So I'm just gonna capture, and I'm gonna make a variable, email, create variable. Now let's go to make.com. I'm gonna create a new scenario. So scenarios, create a new scenario. I will go here to webhooks, and I'm gonna say custom webhook, not mail hook, but webhook. Create lead gen Voiceflow webhook, save, copy address to clipboard, press OK. So now I'm gonna make Google Sheets connection, add a row. You need to create a new connection if you don't have one. Just connect to your Google and then select by path, my drive here, and then choose. So I'm gonna say real estate, this one, Voiceflow for me, and then sheet name is sheet 1. So I created this Google Sheets, so name, property type, location, budget, email, and then I found it here. Okay, so right now if I click here, we don't have anything, so we need to send some data. So if you see this asterisk, you need to click here and press OK. Now there is no asterisk, so let's run this once. Let's send some data. So we have some data, so we can put it into Google Sheets. So here, after we capture the email, let's go here and go to dev and API, and let's change this to post because we need to send the data, and paste the webhook URL for make.com webhook URL. If you don't have it, then just stop this, click here, and then copy address to clipboard, this URL. And then in body, so we need to click this plus button to add a few fields. So we have a bunch of fields in body form data. So name, and then curly brackets, name, like this. And then email, and then curly brackets, email. So this is the key, this is the value. So I will explain what this means further, why we need to put both of them. And then we have location, and then curly brackets, location. And then we have property type, and then curly brackets, property type. And we need to add one more plus, so press plus and say budget, and then budget. Okay, so that should be it. So if I just say, okay, so what I can do here is click. So first I need to go here and run this once, make sure this is running, and then send request to test. Now I'm gonna just put in any kind of random data here, doesn't matter at all. And then click generate, And if you see 200, everything went all right. If you don't see, make sure you follow the tutorial properly. You didn't make a typo. And now you can see that we got some data. So name, this, email, this, location, this is the data that we sent. Now, you see when I was writing name, this is the key, and then the value is the variable, whatever the variable is. So now we can go here and then assign fields. So name, we're gonna assign name field. If you don't see this, that's because you need to first send data. So just follow the tutorial. You need to send data one time so you see these things. This is property type, location, budget, and email. And then press OK, don't forget. Now let's say run once. So if I go ahead and send request again, all this will be auto-filled. So if I send a request, you have 200. This is all right. And then everything is filled as it should be. So this works. Now let's just test the whole thing. So let me delete this random data. We don't need that. Now let's just go from the beginning. So maybe after the success, we can say talk, thank you for submission. Thank you for submission. We will contact you shortly. So let's go from the beginning. I'm gonna press start. Okay, so we're gonna wait a bit. I'm gonna say house, the property type, and then it's gonna say location, New York City, New York City. And then it's gonna ask for budget, let's say 400k to 600k. This is gonna get me one room in New York City, but may I get your name? Vuk Rosic. And it's gonna ask me for email, vukrosic1@gmail.com. You can contact me here, by the way. And API triggered. Thank you for your submission. So if I go here, oh my god, I forgot to run. Okay, so the reason it didn't enter anything is I forgot to run. But here's a little trick. It sent this data. So if I say run once, there is already new data that we sent, so it didn't get deleted, it didn't get lost. And then I can say use existing data so that we sent. So if I go here, and this is what we have. But just make sure to press run once to run this when you are actually submitting this. And run once is for testing, and when you are deploying, just turn this on like this, and make sure to save also. So now if this is turned on, now this will work every time. You don't need to run once every time. Check my course below to learn everything about AI automation agency with Voiceflow, Voiceflow chatbots, and especially real estate and other niches. You can also process this data with AI first. So if you want, so whatever user says here, 400k to 600k, if you want this to be converted to actual dollar amounts, like this, for example, to 600k, then you can use AI node to convert any format user writes to this format. So before the post request here, I'm gonna make some space like that. I'm gonna delete this one, and then I'm gonna say AI set AI, and then convert price, let's say, and then prompt, it's gonna be just user input, and then give it price or budget. And so we're gonna apply to budget to the same variable. So we will take whatever budget number is, and we will convert it, and then we will just replace to the same variable this new number. And then prompt settings, convert the user's budget range from whatever they wrote to this type of format. For example, if they write 500k, convert to this format, or 400k to 600k, convert to this format. Only write converted number and nothing else. So let me preview. If I say, let's say 340k, I generate, it's gonna generate like this, so it works. Okay, and then if I go here, I go actually to this one, to this API call. If I say, for example, 340k to 660k. Make sure this is on, this is running, and then I'm gonna just send my last message, and this should just add this, and here you can see that it converted successfully. Now we have this format. So that's how you can process data with AI. Check my course below to learn to build any AI automation Voiceflow chatbot.